Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Mikestand. And we got what, 5 or 6 people here already. So Woody, Dave, ATC, Solid, and Leto already here. So that's cool. Um, let's see. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, how's your day going? How was your weekend? So everybody's saying hi to everybody. Always, guys, of course, I do appreciate all the likes and shares you guys can help out with to see if we can get some more people in here. Hmm. So, you guys do anything exciting over the week? ATC, as I understand it, you probably did some work on some of your restorations, right? Well, and snow day, so I didn't go to work last night. Yeah, I heard. I was hearing earlier today that I guess parts of Texas are snowed in. Um, for my quarterly head shave, I'm cold. Yeah, I'll probably be doing that soon myself, Dave. Cool. Yes, I did, Mike. Cool. Taking a break from streaming Leto. Yeah, I noticed Leto wasn't on today. Hmm, hmm. Let's see what Leto has to say on that. For a few internet and rolling electricity black. Ah, okay, yeah, that sometimes happens, especially back up on Wednesday. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that can happen sometimes. Yeah. So, anyways, guys. Oh crud! I don't know what happened there. Anyways, I'm back though. Hopefully. Uh, yeah, I've had that happen sometimes too. I know what you're talking about there, Leto. Ah. All right. Well, tonight might be a bit of a shorter night, guys, just simply because I am a little rundown. Not too bad, but just last couple of nights. Of course, I was up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning each night. So and I even took a nap just before coming on here. So um, I did get 3 stories set up. Um, let's see. We'll probably talk a little bit about. There was another announcement in regards to tsunami, as um, I'll get to that and a little bit of a programming note there for the end of the month. Also, of course, the Bounding into Comics weekly look at some of the indie comics that are out there, and also um, some Batman Beyond news. So, in regards to live action. So, um, with that being said, there, hold on. Um, that was problem I was having. Anyways, I'll be right back. Gotta go off camera for a quick sec. Yeah, so it looks like getting some spam too. Uh, anyways, um, I gotta go up. Give me one more time, guys. So, okay, so I guess I'll get started on the news items a bit here. Kind of at the 7 minute, just over the past 7 minute mark. Um, so the first thing I'm going to talk about here. So there was an announcement from the Toonami News Facebook page. Um, so a week from this Saturday on the 27th, the third season, technically, I guess the third season of Food Wars Shogeki no Soma will be coming back to Toonami, the English dub of the third season. Food Wars Shogeki no Soma, the third plate, will be making its debut 1 week from this Saturday on the 27th. Excuse me a moment. Sorry, guys. All right. It will be taking the place of, well, here I can fact me go do this. Okay. I guess I can't find it on here. But anyways, all right, yeah. So they made an announcement that Food Wars will be returning to the Tsunami lineup. It will be taking the spot that's currently held by Assassination Class. So I guess they're gonna be finishing up, at least for the short term, assassination the runnings of Assassination Classroom on Tsunami for now. Which will kind of be an interesting because with Assassination Classroom now you got like of the eight right now with the eight time slots in that 4 hour period, you got six that are from Funimation and two from but now it'll be like a 5-2 to 1. Oh, now they're saying the connection's unstable for some reason on my end too. Um, all right, I guess it just fixed itself there, but yeah, I think with some of the weather issues going on around the country, we might be having issues. But anyways, with black and green, Kimmy, not bad. Hmm. I mean, technically not spam, but weird, unwelcome advertisement. So you saw that too, Dave? I was thinking of getting High Dive to watch Food Wars. Yeah. Well, what's kind of nice about it, also redo, wink, wink. Yeah, what's kind of nice about it too is that Food Wars is actually done by Sentai, the Houston group, which isn't as bad, bad in terms of, even though you do have some of the same people working with them that work for Funimation, but a lot of them are not, you know, a lot of them are not working on Food Wars. So it goes from a 6-2 to like a 5-2 to 1 bit, but it's kind of nice to see Sentai in there mixing it up as well. So the new lineup will be as follows for Toonami starting on February 27th. Um, Midnight will of course continue the Dragon Ball Super reruns, followed by 12:30 at Attack on Titan. The last season being shown, the dub of the last season being shown. Um, then at 1 a.m. That's when Food Wars will be coming in at 1 a.m. Saturday night, Sunday morning, followed by Fire Force on at 1:30. 2 a.m. is 2 a.m. is Black Clover. 2:30 SSS Gridman. 3 a.m. Naruto Shippuden. And then at 3:30, I guess reruns of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. So again, starting off the block at midnight, Dragon Ball Super, followed by Attack on Titan, then Food Wars Shogeki no Soma, the third plate, um, Fire Force, um, then Black Clover at 2:30 SS Gridman, Naruto Shippuden on at 3, and then Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba finishing out the block there. So let's see now. Redo of Healer on Adult Swim. No, Redo is not on Adult Laugh Out Loud. It's not on Adult Swim. Or at least I hadn't heard it was going to be on Adult. I doubt if it'll be on Adult Swim because again, all the anime would get put onto Toonami. Adult Swim nowadays is just the William Street comedy stuff. It's like Rick and Morty, and I think Rick and Morty is like one of the main ones. Family Guy is still on there, but that's all on Adult Swim. So the third S of Food Wars isn't bad. The third plate, how about loud? Imagine they would kill it in views. It was a joke. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that was the first bit of news. I figured I'd touch upon the Toonami news. So let's look at the next bit of news. Here's some comic news here from Bounding into Comics. Which is, I guess, this week's look at the indie comics scene. So we'll go ahead. We have 6 of you in here now. Let's see, anything more? Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty interesting panel right there. Okay, 5 indie comics that look worth your money. Okay, so give me a sec. Got to go off camera here for a quick sec. Be right back. All right then. So here we go. And I guess I'm getting another connection is unstable message here. Um, Wi-Fi on Wi-Fi. Try plugging it to your router. Hmm. Okay, well, okay, that cleared up on its own there, so that's good. Okay, so let's see. So how are y'all? Um, are y'all cold like me? Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of seeing this message about router or about connection issues here. Oh, anyways, okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. So, okay, the five indie comics weekly column is back. In our second column, Bounding into Comics recommended the Phantom Phoenix, Offworlder, Rock and Roll Ninja, War Party, and Shadow Sentry. The purpose of this column is to shine a light on some independent projects that look top notch all around from the story to the art. The books are not ranked in any particular order, but are simply a list of five independent books that are currently available to purchase now or are being crowdfunded on various platforms. So let's get into it. The Imperium and Biblical, the name of the first book here. This is the one that had kind of the scene we saw up there. You got, got the black and white panel with the monkey in it. You got the girl there. Um, uh, well, okay, that's an interesting place to have your hands there, young lady. Uh, let's see now. I am under blankets. Okay, Dave. Yeah. It's pretty cold. Yeah, and we did hear that we were going to have 6 more weeks of winter, thanks to the gopher, thanks to Mr. Phil going back into the ground. But anyway, so here we go. The Imperium and Biblical are both written by Zvi Lebetkin. For Imperium, Lebetkin teams up with artist Dominique Racho. Um, Here's the official description of the Imperium. So I guess these are two separate books. They just put into one column here. The Imperium takes iconic characters and deconstructs them to their roots, reassembles them, and then dumps them all into a supergroup of a stonking, mind-bending action and archaic adventure. Guess that's what this is all about here. Some interesting, some interesting artwork here, to say the least. As for biblical, here's the official description: an incredible epic tale spanning centuries and fiercely biblically accurate, but with no preaching or polemics agenda. Just a great story, well told. Oh, so they're trying to make a comic out of the Bible, huh? That's going to be very interesting. Is that at least what it sounds like here? The brand new edition, with a revised and rewritten ending, harkens from the great tradition of Vertigo comics. In this hard edged tale encompassing the dove and the raven from Noah's Ark, King Nimrod and the Tower of Babel, and the Book of Jonah, tied into one seamless narrative. Look like they're looking back through the Old Testament then. The holy and the dead. Hmm. As part of the campaign, Lebetkin is also offering for the male gaze art cards. Here's a look at one of them. Blah, 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 what one of them looks like. Keeping the keeping the British end up. Both the Imperium and Biblical are available to back on Indiegogo. Let's see if you guys are. Hmm. Her hands were kind of like they were in her pockets, but they were her hands were in her pockets. But the way they had them, like kind of positioned, you know, let's just say it seemed like she may have been reaching for something more inner, if you can guess what I'm talking about. She kind of had her hand looked like she had her hands in her pocket, but she was, let's say, reaching inward. Other word, Jesus Sama, Noah Kun, her pocket. Mike, you loot. Hey, I'm. It's not a question of me being lewd. I'm just calling it like I see it. Okay, if you really, okay, here's what I'm talking about right here. It at least, okay. Well, maybe I was wrong. To me, it looked like her hands were in a pocket. Okay. In other words, she's doing this, but it looked more like this. Okay. At least from first glance. Okay. That had nothing to do with being lewd. Okay. And here's another picture of, that could be considered suggestive. So there you go. It's rainy and wet for me. -3 here in North Arkansas. Bonk. Go to horny jail. Oh boy. Ah, she has her hand on her cane. Okay. She's holding a cane. I didn't see that, but let me go back and take a look. Okay. I see what you guys are talking about. Again, on first glance, it looked like something totally different. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. First glance, it looked like it was totally something totally different. Okay. And it had nothing to do with me being lewd or anything. It just looked a little different. You observed something that wasn't there, Mike. That's all you. It's cool. Yeah, and I acknowledge that. I thought I saw something that wasn't actually there. So that is on me. D Woody. Leto, I DM'd you on Twitter. You might like. Absolutely Freudian. Cool. So, anyways, let's move on to this the next portion of the article here. Charlie's London from East Lane to the limelight. Hmm. I wonder if this has anything to do with maybe this being Charlie Chaplin. Maybe kind of looks like it, but let's see what Charlie's London from East Lane to the Limelight is written by Charlie's London and artist Mickey. Okay. Here's the official description. As the world awaits the premiere of Charlie Chaplin's eagerly anticipated motion picture Limelight, the most famous comedian on the planet finds himself at a professional and emotional crossroad. It's 1952, and the West is in the grip of social and political fear of communism and the Red Scare. Hollywood finds itself in an uncomfortable spotlight that will cast a shadow on many names in the industry, and many will never recover. Dogged by continuous accusations of communist sympathies, Chaplin is informed that unless he declares his political leaning in front of the HUAC, the House of Un-American Activities Commission, he will not be allowed to return to the United States of America. All this and the fear of rejection on his home soil, he finds that the London streets of his youth are both a source of comfort and painful reflection of a time once forgotten. With every step he remembers, and with every step we see it with him. So, how did the harsh Dickensian streets of London help to shape one of the most iconic cinematic legends the world has ever seen? The book is officially licensed by the Chaplin Estate and is 64 pages long. You can purchase it on Indiegogo through In Demand. It'll run you about $26. There you go. So now they got the Charlie Chaplin's estate doing a comic book there. That's pretty interesting. I'll check it in a bit, toys. Okay. So, anyways, okay, cool. Before that, yeah. Let's see. Cane twirl, mustache wiggle. uh, so anyways, moving on to the next part of the story, of course. Black Flag, Pineapple Perception. Oh, this is like going to be a military type comic. Let's see what this one. Black Flag, Pineapple Perception is written and drawn by Dan Fraga. Dan Fraga. Okay, here's the official description. When your streets are overturned with cybernetic ninja gangsters and mutated beasts, when a cosmic brigade of savage aliens surrounds your planet, and when the supernatural underworld begins to take over the earth, there's only one team you can call to help save the world. Black Flag, a band of unlikely heroes dedicated to stop all threats of evil, seen and unseen. A career soldier, a beautiful hardware tycoon, a shape shifting refugee alien, a genius monster, an ancient mystic, and a magical 12-year-old boy. Quite a cast of characters there, huh? Incredible comic. Black Flag, Pineapple Perception is a 48-page graphic novel. It is available to purchase through Indiegogo in demand. I guess instead of 5 comics, they're giving us 6 here, it looks like, because they're telling us 5 comics, but I think that first one, you had 2 comics actually being 2 separate comics being shown there. Anyways, I got to go off camera for a sec. I'll be right back. Anyways, I'm back now. I'm back and better than ever. I'm red, and so you will better. There we go. Tell me again the connection unstable. Connection is unstable. I guess the connection is kind of being a little whoopsie right now. Anyways, so here we go. The fourth entry into this list. Gorgon, Volume 1. I'm sure you guys remember what a Gorgon is, right? Really a creature, a mythical creature with like snakes in the hair. So Gorgon comes from the creative team of Jay Photos, Mark Kidwell, Jeff Zornow, Tom B. Long, and Danny Marianino. Here's the official description. It's a jungle out there. From the concrete shadows of America's inner cities to a wine strangled temple, lost in the tropical rainforest of Colombia. A new lethal drug raises its serpentine head. Gorgon, crystal sorcery, a narcotic that produces an unearthly high, an intense mind expanding euphoria trip filled with ancient and otherworldly pleasure, a dream dancing in the droplet at the tip of the needle. But there is a price for such dreams. Gorgon, something is stirring. The most sought after narcotic the modern world has ever known. Powered by a secret by a secret as old as the mythologies that spawned it. Flop, flop houses, gutters filled with the dead and dying users of the mind blowing snake oil. Their flesh atrophied, hardened, turned to stone. Warring drug cartels will do anything to possess it. A war hardened, deeply scarred guerrilla leader will do anything to protect it. And a jaded DEA agent burned out from his tour in America's war on drugs will plunge into a green, sweating hell to face the horrific secret behind the chemical venom known as Gorgon and risk his life, his soul, to kill it. Gorgon, Volume 1 is a 48-page graphic novella. It is available to back on Kickstarter. And here's I guess some panels of it. Let's see now. Long as Charlie doesn't grab her cane. Pink Bunny, man, good. How about loud? No problem. Let him. Um, it's a jungle out there. Uh, looks okay. Okay, so anyways, let's continue on with the story here. Wow, we're past the 35-minute mark at least. Okay, so Tesla on Mars. I guess I can't even read that. So Tesla on Mars. Let's see what this one's about. Tesla on Mars comes from Obscurus Comics and the creative team of Ryan Shalafor and Ashley Mills. And I don't think that's well. Okay, never mind. I don't. Okay, I was thinking of yeah. Okay, yeah, Ashley Mills. I was for a moment there. I was thinking Allie Mills for some reason, actress. But alongside Pual Ikeda and Leticia Morgado Rodriguez. Here's the official description. Science fiction began as a way to explore the new worlds, the kinds of places we can only imagine, the plausible, but the plausible but unreachable. Those early stories dared to beg the question: what fantastical journeys await beyond the reach of technology and possibility? In creating Tesla on Mars, we take the genre back to its roots and push the boundaries of exploration into the cosmos. It's an adventure comic packed with danger and intrigue, but at its core, the story is about the uniquely human need for exploration and discovery, the true beating heart of science fiction. And so we asked our own question: what if Nikola Tesla were able to search for the cities and empires he believed were thriving on Mars? And what secrets might he uncover in doing so? Tesla on Mars tells that that gripping tale. Here's some of the artwork here. Look at the look in his eye. Very intense. The book will be a 22 pages, fully colored, and is the first in a three-part miniseries. It is available to back on Kickstarter. What books are you backing? What have you been reading that's good? You guys want to answer that question? Okay. Laugh out loud. That sounds like an SCP case file. Aloud. True, Dave. I'm waiting for the professor redacted to pop up. Laugh out loud. The professor and Mary Ann here on Gilligan's Isle. Alrighty then. I guess I'll prepare for the next story here. All right. Oh, we got another. Hmm. Yeah, I keep seeing connection unstable Oh, there we go. Just came stable again, I guess. All right, so let's see. We're at the 40-minute mark. I said we might be going a little. MTF induction motor is charged solely to Nicola's protection. I'm looking more into more common writer. Looks pretty good. All right. So, anyways, let's get back and let's get to the next article here. So, as you can tell here, Batman Beyond. But here's the headline: Rumor: HBO Max and the CW discussing live-action Batman Beyond series starring Michael Keaton. Because they're going to bring in Michael Keaton to play Bruce Wayne in that series, live-action series. So, following their teaming up for the production of Superman and Lois, a new rumor claims that HBO Max and the CW could continue their partnership with the live action resurrection of a particularly popular Batman property. I guess this is Michael Keaton from his time as 1989 Batman. An inside source close to tipster Joe Bateman has relayed to him that as part of the joint venture between the two television outlets, Warner Brothers may develop Batman Beyond into a live action show, as WB is allegedly aiming to take advantage of the reintroduction of Michael Keaton as Batman in the Flash in order to kickstart a live action franchise based on Batman Beyond. This proposed franchise would not only feature a show based on Terry McGinnis' career as a futuristic Cape Crusader, but also a spin-off for the CW based on the relatively forgotten series The Zeta Project, itself a spin-off of the original Batman Beyond cartoon. With the introduction of the multiverse in the DC cinematic universe, WB is hoping for big profits when it comes to connecting all of their movies and TV shows, Bateman wrote. While such a franchise plan may sound like a blueprint for a kids WB Saturday morning lineup, fans can surely bank on any such adaptation being darker and more mature. And here's of course here's I guess one of the scenes from the Batman Beyond episode that introduced us to Zeta and the Zeta Project. Guys remember that? Earlier this month, Deadline broke the news of the CW and HBO Max's burgeoning partnership, noting that the two companies who are discussing co-financing original summer CW series to premiere on the streamer with a next day airing on the broadcast network. Hmm. Let's see if you guys are saying anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. So between the motor and the wheels, would there be an MTF tranny? Um, I've been hearing that Beyond rumor for like half a year. Hmm. Same day. Yeah. Keaton is on board though. Just wonder who will be Terry. Well, that could be interesting because would they get could they get Will Friedle to play it if need be, or would it be somebody else? It'd probably have to be somebody else. Friedel's probably like Friedle's probably in his 30s now, I would think. Um, no one in the foundation really likes MTF. Okay. What? I'm out loud. MT, a mobile task force they sent out by the SCP Foundation to perform military operations. Ah, okay. So let's see. Such a partnership would not be new for WC or for DC's television properties, as the first season of Stargirl followed a similar release schedule, with episodes first premiering on the now defunct DC Universe streaming service before airing on the CW the next. Wow, that thing kind of came and went pretty fast. I didn't even realize that DC Universe thing kind of came and went. Network chairman and CEO Mark Pedovitz um, told Deadline that the CW joining forces with other Warner Media channels and platforms is one of the few blessings that has resulted from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. That has been a lot. That has been one of the blessings of the original coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. That we are all looking at the platforms together to see the value of each other, the value that we bring, and the value they bring to us. In terms of helping each other, he said. Petovich um, also added that the network has a really good dialogue between it and other Warner Media broadcast entities, as well as those owned by their other partner in the equation, Viacom CBS. Such a positive intra-studio support could mean that streaming platforms and broadcast channels could see additional collaborations in the future. Let's see now. Saying here, let's see. Oh, yeah. HBO and CW is a good partnership. Saw the Superman and Lois trailer, looked real good. CW on its it sucks, though they need HBO funding to be any good. Well, on its own, I guess. Laugh out loud, Dave. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we will here. All right. So as we continue on with the story here, while Batwoman is currently the only CW original and Arrowverse related program currently hosted by HBO Max, the rest of the shows featured in DC's shared television multiverse, including The Flash and DC's Legends of Tomorrow, are set to move over to the streaming service following the expiration of their licensing contracts with Netflix. On a related note, HBO Max and Netflix also each boast growing libraries of Godzilla and Monsterverse content, some of which were co-produced by Warner. What do you make of the latest Batman Beyond rumor? Um, Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments down below. So that's pretty much the finish of the main stories tonight. Because as I said, I only picked out 3 um, for tonight. Um, we're still a little shy an hour, so hey guys, is there anything you guys want to bring up, want to ask me about, or want to comment on? Just want to see if there's anything you guys maybe want to talk about or anything on your minds. Give me a moment while I go off camera here. Okay. Any of y'all see the tug stream? I missed it. I didn't watch it. Do you know about the Emu War? No, I don't know anything about the Emu War. There, Dave. And even though I saw that Tug was streaming earlier, I didn't go in this time. Um, uh, Apparently, though, there was another story in regards to that. I guess what Tug was covering was, I guess one of Johnny Depp's accusers now is being Me Too'd, apparently. So that's what he was covering. I don't watch Emu. His live streams don't get archived. Yeah, well, it's to protect him from getting hammered or something like that, getting harassed. Yeah, I wanted to see that one. Of course, about loud. In 1932, the Australian military officially declared war on the emus, a breed of ostrich-like birds. Ah, okay. What brought that to your attention, Dave? Why were you wondering if we had ever heard of the emu wars? They don't exactly win. Uh, Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna be right back. And I'm back now. Let's see. Ah, yes, the Great Emu War. They make a hell of a burger, though. The Emu War is just a hilarious thing. It's my boomer joke that I won't drop. Ah, okay. Death to the emus, glory to Australia. Uh, it's a good icebreaker, laugh out loud. There's emu Holocaust joke in there somewhere. Oh 07, okay. Ah, salute. Yeah, so, um, not that I'm, of course, trying to get too deep into anything political here, but I'm sure you guys all heard over the weekend that Trump was acquitted. They were not able to get 17 Republicans to convict him. They were able. There were seven of them 5 of them are kind of the usual. So the 7 Republicans who voted to convict Trump, of course, were Richard Burr of North Carolina, who's retiring. Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, who just got reelected this past November here. Susan Collins, a known kind of antagonist to Trump. Lisa Murkowski. Um, let's see. Mitt Romney. Ben Sass. Um, and Pat Toomey. And Pat Toomey is also retiring. He's and Murkowski is like the only one who's so just figure drop that. Um, they're really pushing the court of public opinion thing. Laugh out loud. They were blatantly lying with false evidence. It was funny. Yeah, and they were caught. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing, because a lot of people have been talking about this too. Trump's attorney, Mike Vander Veen, with his interview with the CBS reporter. I don't know if any of you saw that either. Um, you ever see the Japanese opening, the '90s X-Men cartoon? I don't think so. I didn't even know there was a Japanese opening, but the trial was a circus. The trial shouldn't have happened in the first place. It was unconstitutional from jump. Okay, Trump's already out of office, so it was all an attempt to try to keep him from running again. Okay. Hey, good evening. Going to grab a bite. Be listening in. Hey, anonymity. Welcome to the stream, man. Um, Japanese opening to X-Men is so good. Looks like the intro for a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Okay. On a Minoid. Um, Vanderveen was so good. Yeah, he was so good in just dismantling the house managers, impeachment managers case, and he was good with the reporter. Um, Cry for the moon. Uh, Evening. Yeah, he's a D good attorney. Sounds sweet, Leto. Hey, and Van der Veen had his home slightly vandalized. It was just a little vandalization. Yeah, it's kind of funny you say that, because one of the things he was calling out the reporter on is, oh, so you're okay with doctoring a little evidence, huh? Called her out on that. And I know Nick did a video on it. I know Doug TeNapel did a video. A lot of people were doing videos on it. And even Nick commented that the CBS reporter was seething. Hanging on. Evening, everyone. Yeah, I saw that day. Pricelessly or precisely. That girl even know how to react. She kept trying to talk over him too. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Anna. She did. I made image memes. Yeah, basically, she kept trying to retake the narrative, and he wasn't buying it. He was not buying it. She kept trying to she was basically trying to get him to say something that would be damaging to Trump, and he wasn't going to do it. I like party, drinking with my friends. let's see, what girl was talking over who? What we're just talking about here, Michael Vanderveen, who is one of Trump's lawyers for the second impeachment. Okay, he had an interview with the CBS female CBS reporter. Okay, that's basically who we're talking about here. She tried to overtalk him or talk over him because he was schooling her. People with brains are in love with Vanderveen right now. Yeah, and he really excoriated the mainstream media too. You know, he really called him out on it, and then as a few of you pointed out, she did not know how to react to that. He was calling her out on and calling mainstream media out on their BS. It was, you know, I think it was the MSNBC reporter when she interviewed Vanderveen after. No, it was CBS. It wasn't MSNBC. It was CBS. So anyways, she thought he was going to be worked up, and he was so stone cold and just over it. She didn't know how to goad him. Yeah, she kept trying to goad. She kept trying to goad him, and it just wasn't working. It was just not working. So, anyways, so we already passed the hour mark. Uh, we're all the same nowadays. Ha ha ha. Um, that female dog reporter lady, and I'll give you a chance to clarify, sir. And gee, thanks, almighty talking head lady, bleep you. Okay, Dave, do you really want to bleep her? You really want to bleep her, man? I mean, she is attractive, so she might be, you know, good that way. But do you really want her squawking in your ear as you're beeping her? uh, I love when they give you a chance to clarify by talking over you and trying to invalidate your point. Yep, I'm kind of heated. Uh, I'm out loud. Uh-huh. All right. So, anyways, I keep getting a message on here that connection unstable. I don't know. That's due to some of the weather issues going on in the country right now. All right. Okay, so we're already past the hour mark, so that's good. Uh, was attractive though, but beauty can't hide the violent side. Yeah, true enough. I mean, unless of course you just gag her, and then just be done with her. But anyways, dark humor, dark humor, dark humor. Ah, yeah. So, anyways, guys, as I said, I was gonna probably keep this short tonight. We kind of got through 3 stories already. Um, we talked for a few minutes, so I can get at least up past the hour mark here. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Because I'm about ready to probably start wrapping it up a little bit here. Soul is too corrupt. Yeah. So, are you guys ready for this day in each history? Need it up, baby. Let's see. See you later, Leto. Ready? Okay. So, without any further ado, okay. Nietzsche, oh great Nietzsche king. Nietzsche history to calm me down. Yeah, looking back, it's even though it's mostly more recent stuff. Okay, solid. Okay, so without any further ado, today is Monday, February the 15th. It was President's Day today. Um, so let's take a look back, as today is Monday, February 15th, 2021. Let's take a look back on this day in Nietzsche history. Let me just review my own notes' sake. 2016, 2016. Okay, so without no further ado, then, let's take a look at this day in Nietzsche history. So the first thing we're going to look at, we're going to go back 15 years ago today to 2006. On this date in 2006, the 140th issue of Betty and Veronica Double Digest magazine went on sale from Archie Comics on this date back in 2006. Sold for $3.59 and was 192 pages. So on this date, 15 years ago today, the 140th issue of Betty and Veronica Double Digest magazine went on sale on newsstands from Archie Comics. Let's see now. A couple of you said that. I'm still seething too, Dave. I don't think my opinion of Mitch could go lower, but he outdid himself. Yeah, I think if the Republicans do in fact get control of the House and Senate in 2022, I think the Republican Senate needs a serious changing leadership. So Mitch and Pelosi need to be kicked out of the U.S. Yeah. Anyways, back to Nietzsche history here. Now that was for. Now we're gonna go back 5 years ago for the next couple of news items here. So next off, we head to Anaheim, California. We head back 5 years ago today, 2016, to the Honda Center in Anaheim, California on this date 5 years ago today, as the WWE would host Monday Night Raw from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. On the night, of course, in the main event of the night, saw a Big Show defeat Braun Strowman via DQ with the rest of the Wyatt family in his corner. To open up the match, Dean Ambrose would defend the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, also known as Cody Rhodes, and Tyler Breeze, in which Owens would become the new Intercontinental Champion. Also, the night saw Becky Lynch defeat Naomi via submission. Saw the League of Nations faction of Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, and Rusev, King Barrett in their corner, defeating Neville and the Lucha Dragons. Summer Rae beat Paige. AJ Styles defeated The Miz via submission. And Big E would defeat Mark Henry. So that happened on this date in 2016. And here we go again, as 2016 was just so nice that we're gonna hit it twice. As also on this date in 2016, on this date in 2016, 5 years ago today, saw the premiere. Oops, wrong one. Wrong window there. Excuse me. Also on this date 5 years ago today, saw the debut of Ready Jet Go on PBS Kids, and on Disney XD, Lego Star Wars: The Resistance Rises. So on this date as well, with 2016 twice being nice. Ready Jet Go would premiere on PBS Kids, and Lego Star Wars: The Resistance Rises would debut on Disney XD. So that's all that happened on this date in each history. I thank you guys once again for being here tonight. Um, let's see. I'll finish off these comments, and I think I'll wind down for tonight. I hope you guys understand. Just every once in a while, it's nice to just kind of have more of a quickie, as it were. So, anyways, so let's take a look at what you guys are saying here. Folks are ready to investigate Pelosi and charge Kamala with aiding terrorism because of her rioter bailout fund. Yay, politics. I'm sorry, I know. Stardust? Yes. Stardust was a character Cody took on um, back about 5 years ago. Cody Rhodes. If you remember, Dustin Rhodes, when he was in the WWE, there was Goldust. So when they started tagging together, Cody became Stardust. Dave, we can only hope. Don't know that one. Oh, by the way, I don't know. Did you guys see the Trump rally this morning? Because I happened to pick up on it on Right Side Broadcasting Network online here. They were showing the Trump rally in West Palm Beach celebrating Trump's acquittal. That was pretty cool to watch. Disney. Boo. Um, thanks for having us, Mike. Well, thank you for being here, Dave. Let's see. Mike, always get rest first, man. Yep. Quickie. Certainly mean it in a lewd manner. I just simply meant it as, a shorter stream than usual. So they made him do gold, then made him. Okay, no anonymity. Justin was Gold Dust. Okay. Justin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes are brothers. Okay. So back they had started to team them together as a tag team. So when they started to team in the WWF, well, Dustin was of course Gold Dust. Cody became Stardust. So you had Goldust and Stardust as a tag team, aka Cody and Dustin Rhodes. That's how that all worked out. And they could have went with his D family name the whole time. Yeah, I agree, anonymity. I thought they could have gone with Rhodes or Runnels as well, but no, I didn't see it. It was nice to see. Trump is a party unto himself. Oh yeah, and that kind of reminds me of another thing, guys. I don't know if you heard about this. Now I know there was some talk about some of Trump's supporters were talking about the idea of forming a third party as a Patriot Party, even though he kind of shot that idea down. I just read something the other day too that some former administration officials of not just Trump but the Bushes, Reagan, and Reagan were all talking about the possibility of forming an anti-Trump third party now. So that's kind of going on as well. Um, got you. The Crossroad. Well, that was the name of his finisher, of course. That kind of spinning reverse neck breaker. New parties are hard to get off their feet. Yeah, I think by all indication, at least for the immediate future, Trump is going to try to become a kingmaker. He's going to try to, if he does decide to run again in 2024, he's going to try to get his people into Congress first. 2022, you're gonna see him probably trying to help the Republicans get back control of both the House and the Senate, but this time putting in people who will back him up. More America First conservatives rather than the neocons. Never Trumpers already existed. Hmm. They just were not anti-Trump party. You mean the socialist anti-American? Yeah. Well, I don't know if you'd call neocons socialists, but they're more pro deep state, you know pro swamp. But anyways, guys, thanks again for being here tonight. Let's see. If Trump promotes people in every state, he can fortify the election. Yeah, I mean, well, and a lot. Here's the thing, too. A lot of these states already have Republican-led legislatures, and that's the key thing right there. Wisconsin, I think, has a Republican-led legislature. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia. What they have to do between now and 2022 is outlaw mail-in balloting, mail-in voting, outlaw Dominion to make sure that they don't get screwed again. Anyways, thanks again. Okay, good night. Uh, Fortification is legal. Don't forget. Don't forget. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.